Well, we got a break from bean harvest today. It rained this morning just enough to make the beans too wet to cut. Gives me the opportunity to come out and hunt. So that's what we're gonna do here. There's a chance of rain again tonight. So maybe with that chance and that low pressure possibly looming, maybe that'll get some deer on their feet. So we're gonna head down to the Death Valley stand. Hopefully we won't spook any deer tonight and maybe get a chance at a nice buck. Last time I was down here hunting, that doe popped out right over there on the other side of that wood pile. And my tree stand is right there. And so she was only 25 yards standing right there, but I don't know. She must have walked that way and she just popped out right there. I was looking the other way and I wasn't expecting there to be a deer there. And that was my fault. And when I turned around, there she was and there was nothing I could do. And she was gone like the wind. Hopefully we don't do the same thing tonight. I don't know if you guys saw that. That's a big red fox. That's a big one. He went running across the meadow over there. I don't know, it spooked him. He must have run out of the cornfield or something. But this spot has been notorious for foxes. We see lots of foxes down here. I saw one down here last time I was in this spot. He was right here 15, 20 yards. I see him all the time down here, so it's cool. I like foxes. Like I previously mentioned, this morning it rained. We were hoping to cut beans today, but it was kind of spritzing on and off all morning, cloudy, overcast, and we had a heavy shower come through. And so the beans soak up that moisture. So unfortunately we weren't able to cut, but it opened an opportunity for me to come hunting. There's a chance, like I said, of rain, actually thunderstorms around 6, 7 o'clock. It's a 50-50 chance basically. We'll see, but I'm hoping that with the possibility of rain, maybe kind of that low pressure will get some deer on their feet again. The sun is setting, going down behind the trees. There's a storm to the south of us. I just kind of threw this hunt together last minute because I knew I would have the opportunity, so I'm scrambling. I'm like, where am I going to hunt? I don't know, so I just picked this spot just because it had a good wind. Got down here at like 5 o'clock. Just gotta sit still, maybe something will show up. This storm to the south of us is really looking pretty. Big old clouds. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna get out of the tree stand because I don't care. I don't care if there's deer moving right now. That is not safe. I'm getting out of the tree stand. I actually changed my mind. It seems to be moving the other direction, so I'm gonna try to hold it out. We got 15 minutes of light left, so I'm just gonna try to hold it out here. That's why I stayed in the tree stand. I had a feeling because this storm is looming that deer would get on their feet, and they sure did. So that's it though. 2 deer. That bigger doe actually walked into about 20 yards, but I couldn't get the camera on her because, well, she would have spooked. But she came in pretty close, and as soon as those deer left, there was another deer in front of me in the woods that was blowing at me. I don't know why. My wind might have switched, which I'm assuming that's the case because the storm is rolling in and it's actually starting to rain right now. So I was scrambling to get out of the stand that's it. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, like, hit that subscribe button. Check us out on Patreon. Thank you for watching. Been harvesting beans for a week. Been going at it for a week. We had a really good week this week. So we've just been plugging along at beans, trying to get them knocked out. Then we're gonna move on to corn next week, I think, just because bad weather. I'll give you a tour of my tractor. John Deere 8130, not that you care, but got the grain cart back here, got the combine over there, doing some seeding over there. That's pretty much all I've been doing lately, farming, sitting in this tractor. Anyway, thanks for checking in. See ya later. Afternoon, everybody. Today we're checking cameras. It's October 3rd. And I know this video has kind of been a hodgepodge of things, but been busy at work and gonna be busy for the next couple of weeks. So harvest is in full swing, and yeah, staying really busy. Sundays are my only day off unless I get a chance to hunt or do something because of bad weather, which I did at the beginning of the video. So I went hunting, and that was because the beans were too wet to cut, so I went hunting. But yeah, staying really busy. Checking cameras right now. I just pulled the card of the one over the mock scrape. Still, nothing has hit the mock scrape. Really disappointing, and I don't know what I did wrong there, but I did something wrong. We're gonna go across the creek, check the 2 cameras over there, and then up in the woods on the oak flat, we're gonna check that camera and see if there's any buck moving. I'm walking back to the tree stand where I saw those young buck a week ago. I already pulled 2 camera cards. The one over the scrape, that one had like 40 pictures. That was okay. The other one had like 11, which is disappointing because they've been out for like 2 weeks. So I'm hoping this one has maybe something. If you've been watching and if you've been following along pretty much throughout the summer up till this point, you know that this camera, or basically a lot of our cameras, have not been producing. There have been very little, there's been hardly any deer movement throughout the entire property. Very little buck. Been really, really frustrating. Now, a good thing is the other morning when I was leaving for work, is about 8:30 in the morning, and I got to the end of my driveway, and there was a 6-point buck standing there. Decent little buck. He wasn't a shooter, bigger than the ones that I had seen when I was hunting, so that's a good sign. And then when I came home that evening, there was about 10 or 15 deer in the field next to my driveway. Now, unfortunately, that's not our property, and all the deer seem to be spending their time up there, like not here, but they've been spending their time on the neighbor's property, which has been frustrating. Here's the good news, is I got permission to hunt that property, and I'm going to be going up here later this afternoon to check it out. But that's a good sign because all the deer are spending their time up there. My neighbor said that he's seen multiple buck, and 2 of them are pretty nice, and so it's good news. I'm excited. That means that we might get a chance at some decent deer this year. Pull the card, see if there's anything decent on here. It's just been so frustrating all summer long. 30 pictures. Okay, that's not terrible. There might be something decent on here. Got 1 camera left. It's up on the ridge, the oak flat, where I caught the Amishman in my tree stand. We're gonna go check it. Wouldn't be surprised if I see the Amish guy on it. I want to address the video of that Amish guy. That video absolutely blew up, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Those of you who watched that video and showed your support on it, whether you liked it or commented it or even just watched the whole thing, thank you so much. That video just blew up. And one thing that I learned from that video is that I'm not the only one who deals with this problem. Now, I want to say there was a lot of negativity towards the Amish, and I don't necessarily agree with it because they are very nice people, but at the same time, it's extremely frustrating, and some of them, like every group of people, can be ignorant, and there are the ignorant ones and the ones that will continue to just keep doing it. And that's what I've learned with this group of brothers. We've caught them here 3 or 4 times, 3, and maybe will pressing charges fix the issue? Maybe not, I don't know. I like to give second chances and benefit of the doubt, but like a lot of you said, we were probably way too easy on them. Maybe not, I don't know. But If it happens again, then we'll probably have to take some bigger measures or something. But for now, it's in the past. Forgive and forget. Hopefully it never happens again. If it does, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But like I said, thank you for the support on that video. That means a lot. And yeah, I'm hoping that this season goes better than that hunt did. Hey, what are you looking at? You know, if it was Saturday and I had my bow, you wouldn't be standing there. Where's your mom? You're not very smart. You're not very smart deer. Okay, card pulled. Gonna go back, put them in the computer, check them. Hopefully there's some buck. I think there will be some buck because the last week we had some cold nights, some cold evenings, cold mornings, and which I think is why I actually saw that one buck that one morning. So it was really good movement for deer. And now we're back to the lows in the 60s and highs in the 70s, and it's going to be that way for about the next 2 weeks, which is stupid. Again, it's been super frustrating the last couple of years because we've had these hot, warm rut seasons, and the buck are not moving in the day, and they're only moving at night, and it's making it extremely hard to hunt, and the ruts have been less than impressive. I remember, you know, when I first started hunting, and the first few years I started hunting here, we had some insane ruts, just like tons of buck movement, big deer, little deer. It was, man, these bugs. It was great time to hunt. It was a great time to hunt, great deer movement, and I missed that. And I just wish we could get those cold ruts back, but it's been the same thing every year. Really, really annoying.